Hey everyone, today I'm bringing you some more survivor builds. These are ones I've been having a lot of fun with in the past few weeks. If you do enjoy today's video, please consider subscribing or dropping a like. Let's get into it. The first build we have is called the Bravo 6 Going Dark build. Stakeout, Premonition, Iron Will, and Distortion. This is a stealth build that aims to make you able to detect the killer easily and then evade them as a result, whilst also receiving a small reward. Premonition is our first perk, which alerts us through a noise when the killer is within 45 meters of us and we are looking in their direction. This is going to be used in order to avoid the killer before they reach us. This perk is slightly preferable to Spine Chill because we get to control it rather than the perk simply lighting up. To pair with this we have Iron Will and Stakeout. If you want, you could probably switch out either of these perks for Urban Evasion, if you prefer to evade through crouching instead of walking. With both of these perks though, you can stay safe. Iron Will allow us to stay quiet and hidden even when injured, which is great because it means we don't have to worry so much about healing. Stakeout is here so that when the killer searches the area, we can get tokens that will make our good skill checks into greats. This also means that when we finally return to doing the gen, after the killer leaves, that we can have a boost of speed. Finally, we have Distortion. This perk is for when the killer runs aura locating perks like Barbecue. This perk will give you 3 tokens. Every time the killer is meant to see your aura, a token will be lost, and you will stay hidden. This is great for evasion and making sure a killer who would usually see you doesn't, also allowing you to easily pop gens or sneak around the map to save teammates. Our second build today is the Mystery Box build. Plunderer's Instinct, Ace in the Hole, Pharmacy, and Built to Last. This build, I'll admit, is a little bit risky, as you're putting your entire faith in RNG and chests. However, this build can be surprisingly strong. Items are very powerful, especially when you can get very high tier ones practically on command. This build combines 3 chest related perks and combines them for the purpose of making chests exceedingly helpful. Then we finally have Built to Last, which will make all items we get from chests just last a little bit longer. I would recommend if you do run this build that you bring at least 1 extra chest offering, as that can really help if your teammates also seem to be going for chests. First off, Plunderer's Instinct is going to show us the auras of nearby chests. This is kind of necessary as obviously for a chest-based build we really need to be getting to those chests as soon as possible. Plunderers is also going to give us a much better chance of getting better quality items, so when we open a chest we should be getting better than browns ideally. We want to try and get a key out of it or some powerful medkits ideally. This is where Ace in the Hole comes in. This is going to guarantee that with every open chest we get at least 1 add-on, but also a higher chance for multiple add-ons and also high tier add-ons. So these perks together give us a better item and also better add-ons from a chest. Finally, Pharmacy allows us to open chests 80% faster. With this we're also guaranteed a green medkit on our first open, and they're the very fast ones, which is good. Finally again, Built to Last is going to extend the duration of everything we find. This build is great for giving both yourself but also your teammates powerful items, especially when there are the max number of chests, and we can do this too at high speeds. It's a lot of fun, this build, going off of the different items we can find to survive. Next up we have the Broken but Stronger build. For the people, Dead Hard, Resilience, and Iron Will. This build is a semi-altruistic survival build that's going to help you and your teammates get to the exit. First off we have For the People. This is a very interesting perk that lets you transfer a health state whenever you are at full health, so you can pick someone off the ground instantly. It does however leave you broken for a short while, which is why we have our other 3 perks. First, Dead Hard, an exhaustion perk that can negate all damage for its duration and also boost us forward, so if we're running loops we can easily make it to pallets or windows. To help us with these vaults we have Resilience, which benefits us with an extra 9% speed to pretty much all actions, including vaulting. This means we can run loops a little more safely, and it also means we aren't going to be in too dire of a situation if we do need to use For the People. Finally, in any injured base build we need Iron Will, which makes our grunts of pain completely silent. This is going to make it so much easier to evade, especially if we've been running for a long while. We can use this perk to take a break and hide, or we can use it for mid-chase deception. Okay, onto the Parkour build. Alert, Balanced Landing, Lightweight, and Quick and Quiet. This build is all about preempting a killer's arrival, getting up to a high point, and then escaping with ease. First off we have Alert, which is a perk that lights up when a killer does a break action. This is ideal as their aura will reveal after they hit a generator, so you can stay on a generator, move when there's a heartbeat, see exactly where they are, and head for a good high point. Once at a high point you can hop down using Balanced Landing, giving us a boost of speed. It is especially valuable on indoor maps where there's lots of corners and it's going to take them much longer for them to track you down. Lightweight is going to help out with this. Of course, Lightweight makes our scratch marks disappear 3 seconds faster, which sure doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be very effective. As I said, in indoor maps and in open wide maps too, especially really large ones. As long as you break line of sight after dropping, there is a very strong chance that the killer won't track you down. If they do, we have an extra evasion tool in Quick and Quiet, which will allow us to keep our hidden status by silently fast vaulting when needed. This build is great too because it fills a lot of different roles and also offers you a good amount of viability if you do end up getting into a direct chase. Okay, last build today, the many heals build. Built to last, self-care, botany knowledge, and desperate measures. This build is all centered around being able to heal others and yourself at very high speeds, and even more so with use of a medkit. We're using 2 new perks for this build. Desperate Measures is giving us a stackable percentage gain for healing speed for every survivor injured, and Built to Last is going to give us 50% extra charge whenever we deplete an item. Again, ideally with this build we want to be running a medkit. Any rarity too. Both of these are boosting our situation in desperate times when we run out of item charge and when lots of our team are injured. Next we have Botany Knowledge. This perk is very simple and also works passively. Both your healing speed and healing item efficiency, so medkits, are increased by 33%. This is quite a sizable amount when stacked with Desperate Measures, and also our final perk, Self-Care. This perk will also increase our item efficiency by 20% and allow us to self-heal. Basically what all of these perks are doing is stacking together so that both your self-heal speed becomes very quick, but also your healing speed on teammates, mostly in dire situations. This build is a great clutch build, I guess you could say. It does somewhat reside you to the role of medic, but that's honestly one I quite enjoy. It also means that if you're pretty good at chases, you'll have a good chance of actually being able to fully heal mid-chase with no problem at all. So yeah, pretty good. Alright, well that's gonna do it for today. I do hope you enjoyed. Thanks, and goodbye.